We are live with Lunch Break Live. Vegan coach Kylie, take it away.
Hi, guys. I hope you can see my berries.
Yes.
I make my favorite thing to make for lunch. And it's so funny because this is like the first cold day in the winter in California, but I make this all the time. So I'm going to make my favorite acai bowl for you guys. Very healthy, good for sweet tooth. We're going to make some fresh, simple granola first. So just jump right in, Paige.
Yes, jump in. Go for it.
So I don't really measure things, but I did my best to give you guys the measurements that you'll get on the website. So you won't really see me using many measuring cups, but this is just plain rolled oats. And I have it in a nice little bowl here. Hopefully you can see. Then I'm going to add some, can you see? Coconut and some pumpkin seeds. I'm just going to dump them all in there. We're going to be real generous today. I've got some whole flax seeds. Just dump. A couple of tablespoons, I think. And you really can't mess it up with the proportions. I mean, maybe you can, but I've never done so, and I don't measure anything. And hemp seeds from Trader Joe's. There's some of those guys in there. All right. Get this guy out of the way. And I like a little bit of cinnamon in mine. If you're not a cinnamon fan, you can skip it, or you can put a little vanilla powder or something else that you prefer. But I just put maybe a teaspoon on top and probably 1 to 2 tablespoons of regular maple syrup. Pure maple syrup. Not bad for you. Don't be afraid of natural sugars. That's where we get our fuel. And this is the special ingredient. So you're going to hear some beautiful sounds right now. Date syrup. And I put quite a bit in there because I like mine sticky and I like the clusters. So I think I put maybe 1/4 to maybe 1/3 of a cup in there. I'm going to take my fork and I'm going to mix it around real good. I'm going to come close so you can see. So we're mixing, we're not dumping it on the computer. And what you want is to see all of that nice and mixed in to where you can see all the dry stuff coated with that sticky, beautiful syrup. I'm going to put a little bit more in there just because we picky.
And Kylie, can you take us through what you put into that bowl again? Because we have people joining us every moment.
Oh, hi, everyone. Hi, new people. So again, what we have in here is rolled oats, coconut flakes, pepitas or raw pumpkin seeds. We've got flax seeds, hemp seeds, and then I put about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a little bit of cinnamon, and a good amount of this date syrup I found. And a lot of the stuff I find is from Aldi. We're not sponsored by them, but I find a lot of really cool things in the specialty aisle at Aldi. So depending on how sweet and how chunky you want it to be, you can add more of that syrup and it'll chunk it together more. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it's all pretty nicely coated. You can see a little on my finger there. Look. And then we're going to go ahead and pour it onto some parchment paper on a baking sheet. And we've got our oven at 325. So we're going to take it, put that out of the way, and we're just going to spread it nice and flat. Hopefully you can see a little.
Amazing. And while you are doing that, I just want to give everybody a heads up that you are a coach. You are a vegan coach. You are a health coach, a detox specialist, a fitness professional, a YouTube content creator, an animal rights activist. Yes, we met out there while we were feeding water to
pigs. Pig vigils.
Yes, we certainly did. That was about 4 or 5 years ago, Kylie. You're one of the first I met. And that really had me just completely go all in with the animals and being an activist. Oh my gosh, Tina says she loves to eat that raw too. Look how
hey, go for it. If you like it that way, go for it. So this would be a raw recipe, I think, other than this. So when I was raw, I would skip the granola and I would just put, other crunchy things on top, just raw nuts and seeds, slivered almonds. You can put cacao nibs. You can put all the delicious things. If you don't want to cook this, But what I'm going to do is pretend put this in the oven at 325 for about 10 minutes on each side. So what you're going to do is let it kind of brown a little bit. You want to watch it pretty closely. Then take a spatula or something and toss it around and flatten it back out and do about 10, maybe even 12 more minutes, depending on how toasty you want it to be. And then you'll pull it out of the oven. So I'm going to set this to the side. And with the magic of television, I'll show you what it's like when you're done, because we have a time limit. So, and it's not very hard. If you do this, you probably have it done in half an hour. You can see I like mine real chunky. So I put a lot of date syrup on this one, and it comes out in these beautiful chunks.
Amazing. Delicious. Now,
Visit this guy at the end.
I think everybody needs to get prepared for the really exciting coming up. Stay tuned, because I do see a blender in the background that's going to come to the foreground. Everybody wait for it. Dun, 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 dun.
Here comes the blender.
Here comes the
So I have a
blender.
Vitamix, and I use it every single day. I'm not joking. I'm not sponsored by Vitamix either, but I use this every single day. My husband uses it probably twice a day. We love this thing. So if you can get one, get one. You can even get them refurbished. So I'm going to put, I have ripe bananas that I have peeled and I've frozen them. And I'm going to put, these are halves. So I'm going to put 3 pieces, which is 1.5 ripe bananas. They're medium-sized bananas. And again, you kind of can't really mess up the recipe. So that's nice. Let's see. Do you guys mind looking at the bananas? Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Those look yummy.
They're very good. They're like the secret to the best smoothies. And then I have this from Aldi, because I live near an Aldi. It's just a berry medley. It's got strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. I also like the Wyman's brand that you can get at Sprouts, or I think Whole Foods. So again, I'm eyeballing. That's maybe 1.5 cups to 2 cups put in there. Let's put this guy away. There we go. I won't leave you, I promise. Okay, secret ingredient. Now you can, if you can't find this, because this is also from the magic of Aldi, it's an acai juice. If you can't find this guy, Trader Joe's sells little packs of acai in their frozen section. You can put about half of one of those packs in here. I'm putting maybe 1 cup of this on top. And it's very simple ingredients, very healthy, good. I wouldn't steer you guys wrong. Okay, so you got that. And if you're like a crazy sweet tooth gal like me or guy, you can go ahead and get some dates out and pit them. Let me get my hands all sticky now. Woo, woo. I'm going to put 2 in because I'm feeling extra sweet. Now, if you don't want it too sweet, skip this. You don't have to put this in there because you already have that granola on top. You've got all kinds of sweet going on. Or if you can't get your hands on dates, it's not a big deal. I think the juice is also sweetened a little bit. And the good thing is, if you do the Trader Joe's instead of that juice, you can put the dates or put a little bit of maple or something to sweeten, because you will want a little extra, I think. Okay, last ingredient. A little bit of agua, a little H2O. Just so you can blend it nicely. I don't like mine too thick. I like it kind of not super watery and not super thick. So it's time, Paige.
It's time, everybody. Get ready for it. It's the blender.
Here we go.
Be sure to join us. Let's go.
Want to blend real good. Okay, I like to blend my blender stuff really good, if you can't tell. I really use that plunger. And even if I wasn't on camera right now, I might even go for another minute or two. So I like to really blend it, but I'm not going to make you guys wait that whole time. So remember our beautiful berries? We're going to get those ready. I've got some Cacao Nibs. I've got our magical granola that was pre-made. And a beautiful big bowl. So now, if you're like me and you're training for a half marathon and you're hungry all the time, you can eat this whole recipe just yourself, and it's not a big deal. It's actually really good for you. Or if you are living more of a normal life, or you want to serve it like a dessert or something, you can portion this out to 3 or 4 people in littler bowls, like maybe this size. Okay. So I'm going to portion it just for me because it's just me at home today and my dogs and my cat. And I'm going to be eating this for lunch. So we got this guy. Woo, woo, we're shaking. Okay, trying not to make a mess. Probably not succeeding. And we are still pretty thick. So if you like it kind of thick and creamy, maybe don't blend as much as I do. Like I said, I would have blended a little bit more, but I don't want to make you guys wait. All right, get most of that out of there. And we've got it in here. I'm going to come up close so you can see the texture. I'm not going to dump it on my computer.
Beautiful.
Very delicious, ice creamy kind of frozen yogurt type of texture. And if you want it to be pretty, what I do is I put the things that aren't as colorful and pretty first. So I'm going to put my granola. I like a whole bunch. I like it in big chunks, but you can break it into smaller pieces if you don't like the big chunks like me. So I put about half that container. Now, that recipe I gave you makes enough for maybe 4 or 5 of these bowls. And then, like I said, if you're actually portioning out smaller, that's for my size bowl. So it makes quite a bit. You can have that last for a little while in an airtight container. I forgot one of these guys. There we go. And then another one that's not as pretty, I still have dates stuck to my finger, is Cacao Nibs. So I'm just going to sprinkle maybe a tablespoon of those guys on there. They're delicious, very good for you, very crunchy and satisfying. Be very careful after you've eaten this when you're smiling at people that you've flossed and brushed your teeth, because you'll probably have berry stuff around your mouth and Cacao Nibs in your teeth. But what we do for health, right? And then we've got our strawberries from the beginning. So those are the pretties. I'm going to put those kind of to the side on top, and I'll definitely show you when I'm close up. And then I've got the blackberries and the blueberries in here. So I'm going to put a few of those blackberries to the side, and whatever berries you can get your hands on that you like, throw them in there. If you like the dried goji berries, those have a really cool texture when you put them in that cool, soft, smoothie bowl. And then we got blueberries. And we're going to put those right on top.
Delicious. Now we have a question. Is this something that you put in the refrigerator, or you just dig in?
I dig in right away. So if you're going to make this for people, I would make it right before you're going to serve it is the very best. If you're going to store it in the fridge, it will melt down and get less thick. It's kind of like when you make an ice cream. So you want it to kind of be fresh if you want it to have that thickness. If you don't mind it being watery, you could probably eat it later. I would wait to put the toppings on until right before you eat it. But, you can even drink it like a smoothie without the toppings. But I prefer it this way. As soon as you made it, eat it. And I've served it to many people like that. And then I didn't mention this, but optional, if you guys like a little bit more nuts and seeds or a little bit more protein or fats, I like sunflower butter. I don't think I actually opened this. I like sunflower butter. So you can even blend this into the smoothie mix if you prefer it that way. Sometimes I don't want like chunks of nut butter in my stuff, and sometimes I do. We're going to just this is the most violent you'll ever see a vegan get. There you go. We've stabbed the nut butter.
Oh my goodness. Now, if people want to get in touch with you to get some personal training with you, is this something that you offer, and is the best place to find you on your social media there? Take it
Yeah,
away.
so if you want to get in touch with me, I have my own website, vegancoachkylie.com. What I do right now mostly is custom health coaching. So you'll call me on the phone. We'll have a consultation for free. We'll talk about your goals, what your challenges are, how I might be able to serve you. And then if you want to move forward with me, I do custom coaching calls. So you can do weekly packages, bi-weekly. You can do one-off calls every few months if you just want a little bit of support. And that's all available through my website, vegancoachkylie.com, as I'm violently stirring this. With
I think you're being very kind. You're just digging in.
We just, when you have the healthy, more, less processed stuff and it's real food, sometimes with the nut butters, they separate. So you want to give it a really good stir.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to go ahead and just drizzle a little bit on top, as much as you like or as little. I'm going to try to make it pretty since we're on camera. So I'm just going to be gentle with that. Not a big job on top.
I love how you say this is full of antioxidants and healthy sugars, and it will give you a clean, burning energy all through the afternoon.
Yes. Yes. And like I said, I'm training for, I think it's my third half marathon that I've done since I got healthy. I was not always a healthy person. And that's this Sunday. So I have to be really careful what I eat so that what I'm burning is clean, burning, delicious, good food.
Look at this, everybody. Oh,
really hard not to dump it on you. There you go.
Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Kylie. Well, we just want to thank you. Yeah, we want to thank you for joining us, everybody, on Lunch Break Live. Stay right there, Kylie. Don't go anywhere. And we'll see you all next time on Lunch Break Live. Bye, everyone.